ليلى لا ليلى لا ليلى لا لا لا. أتعلم أنا أتعلم. إحنا في المدرسة طلاب نتعلم ويا الأصحاب، نفتح للمستقبل باب، نحيي في الوطن التجديد. إحنا في المدرسة طلاب نتعلم ويا الأصحاب، نفتح للمستقبل باب، نحيي في الوطن التجديد. أتعلم أنا أتعلم حتى أفيد وأستفيد، وأعرف لما أتكلم إنه كلامي صح ومفيد. ليلى لا ليلى لا ليلى لا لا، ليلى لا ليلى لا ليلى لا لا.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Ashraf Habib from Yasmin section, Ibn Khaldun Schools, English World Class 4, Grade 4, Unit 11, Lesson 5. Our lesson today is about listening and phonics. Let's move to our objectives for today. By the end of this lesson, learners are guided to talk about clothing and objects, listen to descriptions and match them to pictures, practice saying, reading and spelling words with CH sounding K. Let's remember together what we had last time. We had the present perfect. Very good. Who can remind me? When do we use the present perfect? Yes, we use the present perfect to describe an action that happened recently. You remember Granddad? When he has finished painting the table? Yes, he has painted the table. And he still has the brush in his hand. You remember Grandma? She has made a cake. And look at their hand, she is carrying the cake. You remember the kids? Yes. They have baked flour. And if you looked at their hands, you will see the bunch of flowers. Okay? In order to form the present perfect, we agree that we use have or has plus past participle. Watch this video, it will remind you well of the use of present perfect.
What is the present perfect? The present perfect is unfinished time. What is unfinished time? Unfinished time is an unbroken connection between the past and the present. A good way to understand it is to compare unfinished time with finished time. With finished time, we use the past simple. I went to Paris last year. Last year is finished time.
Oh, I really miss Paris.
But look at this sentence. I have been to Paris twice. Here the context is unfinished time. What is the unfinished time? Here you're talking about experiences in your life. Your life is unfinished time. So we use the present perfect. When you are dead and you are spoken about at your funeral, they will say, he loved France, he visited Paris many times. Finished time, game over. Unfinished time can be clearly seen in this present perfect sentence. I have lived in Paris for 5 years. You moved to Paris 5 years ago and you still live there now. This is unfinished time. Compare it with finished time. I lived in Paris for 5 years before moving back home to Moscow. You lived in Paris for 5 years, but you don't live there now. So when you find yourself asking, what is the present perfect? Remember that the present perfect is unfinished time.
The present perfect. When do we use the present perfect? 1.
To describe an experience.
I have traveled the world. James has met the president. I have never been to space. Two.
To describe a change over a period of time.
House prices have increased a lot. Andrew has grown since the last time I saw him. This restaurant has become very popular. Three.
To describe accomplishments.
Doctors have discovered cures for many diseases. Man has been to the moon. The computer has made it possible to learn online. Four.
A continuing action that started in the past.
Sam has worked here for 7 years. They have been in the room all day.
A common problem students have is understanding the present perfect simple and the past simple. Which one should we use? When should we use it? The good news is, although they can be confusing at first, they're actually quite simple once you understand their differences. Let's take a look at the present perfect simple first. The present perfect simple has 3 functions. We use it to talk about past events, recent past events, and unfinished states. The first function is talking about past events. To understand the past events function, let's use a timeline. So on the left, we have the past. In the middle, we have the present. And on the right, we have the future. The present perfect simple indicates that something happened in the past, but we don't know when it happened. We just know that it happened sometime in the past between the day that you were born until now. Let's use an example here using the sentence, I've been to Australia. This means that sometime in the past you went to Australia. Now, be careful of the difference between been and gone. Gone means that you went there, but you're still not back yet. Been means that you went there and then you left. And of course, we don't know when you went. It could have been last year or 10 years ago. So when someone asks you, have you been to Australia? It means, have you been there any time from the day that you were born until now? We often use never to emphasize negatives and ever to emphasize our questions about past events. So for example, have you ever been to America? No, I've never been to America. The second function of the present perfect simple is talking about recent past events. We can also use just, already, and yet for emphasis. For example, Mum, have you finished cooking dinner yet? Yes, boys, I've just made your favorites.
I'd like you now to open your books on page 114. Listening. Exercise number 1. Talk about the pictures. Talk about the pictures. How many pictures do we have here? Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 pictures. Try to make as many sentences as you can about these pictures. I'm going to give you 1 minute. Try to describe them. You remember them? Yes? What can you see in the first picture? Very good. I can see many reindeers. Who keeps reindeers? Excellent. The Sami people. Okay, let's move quickly to the second picture. What can you see in the second picture? Try to describe. Make as many sentences as you can. Go on. Okay, after making as many sentences as we can, I'd like you now to move to the next exercise, which is listen and point. I'm going to play the record and you are going to just point. Ready? Go.
Pupils Book, Unit 11, page 114. Activities 2 and 3. Number 1.
This is a reindeer. It is the most important animal for the Sami people.
Number 2.
When there is a group of many animals all together, we call it a herd. This is a herd of reindeer.
Number 3.
These are antlers. They grow on a reindeer's head. They become very big and have many branches.
Number 4.
When the Sami are traveling from place to place with their reindeer herds, they live in tents like this one.
Number 5.
This is a good way to travel on ice and snow. The Sami put their tents on these and people can sit on them. Reindeer pull them.
Number 6.
This is another way to travel. You put these skis on your feet and slide over the snow.
Number 7.
This is much faster than skis or a sledge. 1 or 2 people can ride on them.
Number 8.
This is the national costume of the Sami people. It is very colorful. They wear these clothes on special days, and they are very proud of the costume.
Number 9.
The land of the Sami people is in the north of Europe. The winters are very long and dark. Sometimes you can see the northern lights in the sky.
Number 10.
In the summertime, it stays light all day and all night. The sun doesn't go down. In summer, the north of Europe is the land of the midnight sun.
Okay. After listening and pointing, I'm going to remind you of them again. Number 1. This is a reindeer. It's the most important animal for the Sami people. Which picture I'm talking about? Yes, this one. Number 2. When there is a group of many animals all together, we call it a herd. This is a herd of reindeer. Yes, this picture. You see it? Number 3. These are antlers. They grow on the reindeer's head. They become very big and have many branches. Of course, this is the picture we are talking about. Let's move to the next. When the Sami are traveling from place to place with their reindeer herds, they live in tents like this one. Yes, of course this. Because they are nomads, so they live in tents. They always travel. Number 5. This is a good way to travel on ice and snow. The Sami put their tents on these and people can sit on them. Reindeer pull them. Of course, I'm talking about this picture. Number 6. This is another way to travel. You put these skis on your feet and slide over the snow. Yes, these are the skis. Number 7. This is much faster than skis or sledges. 1 or 2 people can ride on them. Huh? Yes, of course, this one. Number 8. This is a national costume of the Sami people. It is very colorful. They wear these clothes on special days and they are very proud of the costume. Of course, this one. Number 9. The land of the Sami people is in the north of Europe. The winters are very long and dark. Sometimes you can see the northern light in the sky. Huh? Which picture? Yes, this one. Number 10. In the summertime, it stays light all day and all night. The sun doesn't go down. In summer, the north of Europe is the land of midnight sun. You can see the sun even in the midnight. Of course, this one. Let's move to exercise number 3. Listen and write the letters. What's the secret message?
Pupils Book, Unit 11, page 114. Activities 2 and 3. Number 1.
This is a reindeer. It is the most important animal for the Sami people.
Number 2.
When there is a group of many animals all together, we call it a herd. This is a herd of reindeer.
Number 3.
These are antlers. They grow on a reindeer's head. They become very big and have many branches.
Number 4.
When the Sami are traveling from place to place with their reindeer herds, they live in tents like this one.
Number 5.
This is a good way to travel on ice and snow. The Sami put their tents on these and people can sit on them. Reindeer pull them.
Number 6.
This is another way to travel. You put these skis on your feet and slide over the snow.
Number 7.
This is much faster than skis or a sledge. 1 or 2 people can ride on them.
Number 8.
This is the national costume of the Sami people. It is very colorful. They wear these clothes on special days, and they are very proud of the costume.
Number 9.
The land of the Sami people is in the north of Europe. The winters are very long and dark. Sometimes you can see the northern lights in the sky.
Number 10.
In the summertime, it stays light all day and all night. The sun doesn't go down. In summer, the north of Europe is the land of the midnight sun.
So the answer is snow and ice. Snow and ice. So the first sentence has the letter S. The second sentence has the letter N. The third sentence has the letter O. The fourth sentence has the letter W. So we made the first word, which is snow. Then move to the second one. The fifth sentence has the letter A. The sixth sentence has the letter N. And the seventh sentence has the letter D. The last word will be ice. I. The eighth sentence had the letter I. The ninth sentence had the letter C. The last sentence, which is number 10, has the letter E. So the secret message is snow and ice. Snow and ice. Did you enjoy the game? Let's move to the last exercise, which is phonics. Phonics.
Pupils Book, Unit 11, page 114. Phonics. Look and listen. K. There are schools where children learn their lessons in Sami. K. There are schools where children learn their lessons in Sami.
My favourite subject at school, click, click, beep, bong, is information technology. Click, click, dong.
Pupils Book, Unit 11, page 114. Phonics. Look and listen. K. There are schools where children learn their lessons in Sami. K. There are schools where children learn their lessons in Sami.
My favourite subject at school, click, click, beep, bong, is information technology. Click, click, dong.
Okay, open your workbook. We had homework on page 105 yesterday. Exercise number 1, 3, and 4. Perhaps Joe will buy a computer. Use might. Let's remember together what's meant by might. Might means that you are not sure. So we are going to omit perhaps and will. We had homework on exercise number 1, 2, and 3. Let's start with exercise number 1, number 3. Perhaps Joe will buy a computer. Perhaps Joe will buy a computer. Use might. When do we use might? Yes, to talk about uncertain action. When you are not sure of something, we use might. So, might replace perhaps and will. The right answer will be Joe might buy a computer. Joe might buy a computer. Number 4, perhaps the boys will play football. Perhaps the boys will play football. Yes, use might, the same. Omit perhaps and will. The right answer will be the boys might play football. The boys might play football. Move to exercise number 2. We had number 3 and 4 as homework. How to make questions out of these answers. We said that as any modal verb, when they come at the beginning of the question, yes, we answer them using yes or no. So, in order to make the question, omit yes or no, start with might. Very good. Might mom buy a new car? Might mom buy a new car? Number 4. Yes, the girls might go swimming. Who can make it? Very good. Might the girls go swimming? Might the girls go swimming? Exercise number 3. Change the sentences, use not. Number 3. The boys might sleep in the tents. As any modal verb, in order to make negative, we just put not after might. The boys might not sleep in the tent. The boys might not sleep in the tent. Number 4. The girls might not like that film. The girls might not like that film. Exercise number 4. What might happen? Number 1. The bird might escape. The bird might escape. Number 2. The cat might eat the mouse. The cat might eat the mouse. Number 3. The boy might fall. The boy might fall. Let's move quickly to page 106. Remember, in some words, letters CH sound like K. K. There are schools where children learn their lessons in Sami. Number 1. Write CH, write the words. Anchor. The missing letters are CH. Number 2, school. Number 3, stomach. Stomach. Exercise number 2, write the words. Who remember? What can you see in this picture? Yes, very good. Stomach. Stomach. Number 2, school. School. Number 3, anchor. Anchor. Complete the sentences. Use words from exercise number 1. A cow doesn't have 1 space. It has 4. Number 2. You mustn't be late for space. Number 3. The sailors pulled up the space. Try to think. Yes, number 1, stomach. Number 2, school. Number 3, ankle. Let's move to exercise number 4. Choose 2 words from exercise 1. Use them in sentences of your own. You can write about your school. Very good. I go to Ibn Khaldun school. Yes. I love learning English at school. Let's move to page 107. Do you remember? We can use a pronoun instead of a noun. Read this sentence. The Sami people have changed their lives. Once, they. Instead of saying the Sami people again, we may use they. They were nomads. Who are they? They refers to the Sami people. They is in place of the Sami people. These words are pronouns. I, me, you, he, him, she, her, it, we, us, they, them. Exercise number 2. Karim said, I like bananas. Who is I? Very good. Karim. So do we, answered Omar and Lulu. Who are we? Excellent, Omar and Lulu. Karim asked Omar, do you want a banana? Who is you? Omar. Excellent. Let's move to exercise number 3. Underline the pronouns. Write the noun that it replaces. Number 1. The boy is happy. The boy is happy. He refers to what? Excellent. He is laughing. He refers to the boy. Look at Will and Ben. Look at Will and Ben. They are tired. They here refers to Will and Ben. Number 3. The lion is sleeping. It is tired. Where is the pronoun? Very good. It refers to what? The lion. Number 4 will be your own homework. Exercise number 4. Underline the pronoun, write the nouns that they replace. This exercise will be your own homework. Until I see you, I wish you all luck. Goodbye.